My boyfriend's best friend was assaulted on the bus and needed him for support, so I made him choose between me or her, and he picked me, but now I found out he's been talking to her the whole time and never even told her we were dating. Posted by you/carolinablythe31. My boyfriend, 20M, and I, 21F, had been together for almost a year, but this issue happened a little before we were dating, and it has been bothering me a little. Before I met him, he had this friend, let's call her Rachel, 20F. He and Rachel had known each other since they were 15. He told me that when he first met her, he had a crush on her but then switched schools and didn't see her until freshman year in college. In high school they weren't very close, because Rachel was kind of unreachable for him, but in college they began a really close friendship, because we live far from campus and we take the bus to school, and they used to sit together all the time. From what I know is that in February 2019, he confessed his love to Rachel, and she admitted she liked him as well but that she wasn't ready for a relationship and she was hung up with another guy. And in March he and I started talking. I always saw him from afar and had a crush on him, but he was always with Rachel. We began casually dating in May, and everything was going so well until my boyfriend told me he had to sit with Rachel on the bus every day now, because of something that happened to her. I don't have the full details in this, but from what I understand is that one day at the bus, a guy assaulted Rachel and she didn't have any other friend in the bus so she went out to seek help from him. As the angel he is, obviously he accepted, but I wasn't very comfortable with this agreement between them. If I am being honest, I'm a little jealous of Rachel. She is very pretty and seems to be a very nice girl, but as our relationship was very new I felt insecure about this. Fast forward, I told him that he wasn't allowed to sit next to her, ever again. And that the next day in the morning, he needed to choose, me or Rachel. He picked me, and I saw Rachel shed a couple of tears, and I felt bad, honestly, but we needed boundaries. A couple of months ago I caught him messaging Rachel, asking about her current life status with quarantine and if she was still going to therapy. And then a couple of old messages between them, him being grateful about a gift Rachel gave him and him being so helpful with her. I kind of feel awful about me just taking him away from her, but I felt we needed to set boundaries, and for me Rachel is a potential danger to my relationship given the special bond between my boyfriend and her. I have thought about apologizing to her about what happened, and clearing things up with him. He is so great to me that I feel awful about taking his friend away from him. Relevant comments. Ops response to a deleted comment, while I appreciate you siding with me, he is not overly involved in her life, they talk once in a while and the gift was last year. She wasn't using him for attention, what happened to her is genuine. The guy that did that to her has done it to at least other 3 girls. But I do think that he has unresolved feelings for her. Commenter, nor does Op have any obligation to be responsible for Rachel potentially being attacked. Rachel can always ask Op and Op's boyfriend to sit with her, instead of only Op's boyfriend. In that case, seeing as Op would be sitting alone on this dangerous bus, what if Op gets assaulted instead? Op's response, I have never crossed words with Rachel, never. If I don't sit with my boyfriend, I sit with my brother. Rachel only had him and I took him away. Because of quarantine and online school he hasn't seen her, but I am afraid of what will happen when we come back to school. Update 1, 12 hours later. So I went asking for advice and relationship advice and people were either supporting me or being mean to me, so I am asking for honest advice. Last year I met my boyfriend on the school bus. We go to college but we live far away, we take the school bus there, not now because we are taking our classes online. I used